Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 38 of the Pokemon Cup Series. Today we're here at Valkenburg International Circuit in the Netherlands for the running of the Let's Go Eevee 350. Last weekend we had a thrill of a race at Brands Hatch and that was won by Zachary Fitzwater. But today we're here at a brand new track here in the Netherlands known as Valkenburg International Circuit. This was once an airport and has now been turned into a street course. Around 13 turns of this very tricky and new racetrack. Can't wait to see how this track will do with the stock cars here today. On the pole for this race is the 17 of Jonathan Fast. On his outside with the 31 of Wyatt Quayle. Now this is actually how they line up in the starting lineup here at Valkenburg. Instead of going double file right off the bat, they have one car, one by one. The cars line up in one line and one single line, and they just park like this. So that's how they start each race here at Valkenburg. It's very unique. That's one thing that makes the track unique, and we're going to see a lot more unique things around it throughout the entire race. Then there's Eli Brighton third, Nicky Maxwell starts fourth, Van Tracy Battle starts 5th, Daniel Price starts 6th, Cassian Reynolds 7th, Mark Wallace 8th, Steve Morgan 9th, and Edith Cardoza 10th. And here's how the rest of the field line up. And you'll see the 4 car very soon of Zachary Fitzwater, who won last weekend, like I said, at Brands Hatch Circuit. There he is, running with Mobile 1 colors here today, along with his other teammates. He'll be starting 32nd here, so it's going to be a long way to go to get back into a winning car here today. But he already has a win, so he doesn't have to worry about winning a race and getting in the playoffs, unlike most of these drivers have to. But let's take a track stop at the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
I wonder how these guys are going to be double file when they start off with having cars going single line all together. Here we go. And that's how they're going to be lining up double file. So, just like that. Oh! I think these guys didn't get the message. Alexander Rowe, contact with Cody Smart to start off. I guess they did not get the message and how they are supposed to line up for the race. Again, it's a brand new track, and all these drivers, most if not all of them, have no experience around this Valkenburg track. So this will be brand new for just about everybody here at Valkenburg, and we'll see what happens. We're just going to see if we're going to have a good race here or not here in Valkenburg. Anyway, green flag is going to come out right now, and the Let's Go Eevee 350 is going to get underway. I just missed it, the flag bearer. Oh, 17 got a good start. Jonathan Fast is away. Into the tight chicanes here. And that 31 is fighting back. Oh, he might get a run here if he avoids the wall. They're still side by side. I'm really happy with how this race is starting off. They're competitive. Well, at least in the beginning. They're still dead even between the two, between Wyatt Quayle and Jonathan Fast. Someone's going to have to get on top. Looks like Quayle's going to do it. He did it. He got by the 17. Still got a long way to go for this race, though. And he's got to hold him off for 18 more laps. Oh my goodness. Van Tracy Battle in the 19 to Nicky Maxwell battle it out. Oh boy. Van Tracy Battle has the edge, and Van Tracy, oh no. Maxwell's got the edge. Maxwell. Oh, wait a minute. Like, this is weird. This track is weird. There's like good lanes, there's bad lanes. This track is pretty weird. But we do see Wyatt Quayle coming out in front. in the first lap of the race. Still going to be a long race to go. And you see the onboard cameras of these drivers and see how the turns exactly work here at Valkenburg. Very awesome sky views, by the way. This is in an airport, in Valkenburg Airport. So the views are just incredible. And we are in for a good race today. Looks like they might want to make some big moves coming up in the front. Neith Cardoza in the 5th spot against Van Tracy Battle. One mistake though, and it could cost you. And here we go into the chicanes again. Very tight chicanes coming up. This is a make or break turn right here. They don't hit their marks, they're gonna screw up. Pit lane, by the way, is on the left side, which is right in line with most of the other tracks we go to in the Cup Series. And now we continue to see some battles brewing, and look at Maxwell go through the 52. Let's see if the 52 will outbreak the 19 of Maxwell, Edith Cardoza, Nikki Maxwell. And looks like Maxwell's gonna stay ahead of that 52. But it looked like there was a battle brewing on. Still side by side in these corners, so it's gonna be pretty tight. There's Cody Smart, who got into some trouble with Alexander Rowe at the beginning of the race, and obviously didn't know how to line up at Valkenburg. The Valkenburg lineup you saw was very different from what we usually see at other races. Oh, look at the 2 car trying to get by the 43. That 43 is going to outbrake him on this corner, though. The 2 car's hanging on. He's hanging on tight. Into the S's, trying to avoid hitting the wall. 43 still has the edge a little bit. Oh man, trying to not make contact. See who has the edge on this corner. Oh boy. They're still side by side. The 2 car looks like he has the advantage. Oh wow, he does. Looks like that 43 might have brushed a little bit of the wall into the S's, trying to hang on. He couldn't do it. And Wyatt Quell, he has pulled away from Jonathan Fast. His lead is now up to over a second. He's done a great job at pulling away against the 17. Eli Bright's third, Van Tracy and Maxwell running the top 5. Daniel Price just moved up to 6 over Cardoza. Brad Cheston going to battle with the 8 car of Cassandra Kirker. That's for the 17th spot. Into the braking zone here. Hoping not to make a mistake. 17's going to hang on. And that 17 car is going to hang on to that position. And look at this. Cody Smart wants his position back from the 43. Can he get it on this corner? Well, he's not quite there yet. The 2 car finally clears him, and that 2 car is able to hang on over the 43 for now. Every car still running up smoothly, so no caution so far, and that's been pretty good because these guys are running most of these guys are running for the first time at a track like this. After being used to Brands Hatch last race. The more experienced Brands Hatch was our last race, and now this is a new track in the Cup Series. A very new and pretty difficult track. Wyatt Quayle, he's out in front though. I don't think he has won this season, from my knowledge. So if he wins, he could be back in contention for that championship. He was in the final championship for last season. Was runner-up, believe it or not. And no, I'm sorry. He wasn't runner-up. He was the champion. I'm sorry. He's the defending series champion. I got him confused with Anthony then. I'm sorry. He is the defending series champion, Wyatt Quayle, but has yet to win this season. He's been... No, wait. I think he has won. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I've been losing track of who wins races now lately. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, we're in the lap 6 now, and still no one's pitting so far, but we'll have to wait and see who's going to come down and who's going to be the first to make a big move to get into the front. No, I don't think... Wait, I think Wyatt Quayle did win a race this season. Yeah, I got to go back for my records, man. I am so sorry. Looks like the 38 of Eli Bright has caught up with the 17. So things are looking pretty intense behind there. And in the battle, oh wow, they're gaining on him. Bright looks like he's gaining on that 17. Bright looks like he's gaining on that 17 car. Anthony then, by the way, won Homestead. So, yeah, I got him confused. I got confused with Wyatt Quayle and Anthony then. I apologize for that. So Wyatt Quayle is yet to win this season, from my knowledge. So, if he wins here today, he's back in the championship hunt. And he really wants revenge on that champion. No, wait, he's back in the championship hunt and looking to defend his championship. Oh, wow, Bright took a hit in the wall. Wow, I just saw Eli Bright. He hit the wall. Wow, that was pretty tough. Oh, now they're slipping and sliding out lately. Man, that wall's been a problem. The last corner. Now they're 3 wide in the middle. It's the first time we've seen drivers go 3 wide at this track. And how they not collided with one another, I have no clue. 51, 52, both from the same team, believe it or not, battling for position. Pretty nice shot of these two battling for the same spots for the Rick Ware team. And we're happy to announce that the 53 car that you saw that Leia, I believe, was running in the Coca-Cola 600, that 53 car will be back in a handful of races near the end of the season. And also they have a 4th car, the 55, which will also be in 1 or 2 races later in season 38. So they got 4 cars, 2 full-timers, 2 part-timers, and they'll be 50. And the 53 will be running with a handful with who knows which drivers are going to be running the 53 in the Rick Ware team later in the season, and maybe 1 or 2 races they'll run with the 55. So we're excited to see those 2 cars in action for the Rick Ware team on top of the 51 and 52. These corners are tight, and you see the damage on the side that 38 took because he took a bad run. This last corner, some of these drivers have not been able to avoid it. And when these drivers try to avoid it, they get really too tight, and that allows these guys an open opportunity to get by for get a higher position. So it's still anybody's race. Maxwell and Van Tracy battle right behind each other, and now Van Tracy looks to go ahead of the 19. Well, Jonathan Fast did close in a little bit on that 31, but just can't quite get there yet. He's got to hope for something lucky. He's just got to hope for a lucky break here to try to compete against that 31, because he knows he is the defending champion. And Wyatt Quayle's been trying to get back into the playoffs for another shot at the championship. Quayle defending champion, looking to finally win in Season 38. In that 31 car. There's no word yet if that 31 is going to be back for next season for the RCR team. We do know that the 3 and 13 are coming back. No, 3 and the other car is coming back for the RCR team. And the 8, yeah, 3 and the 8 car coming back for RCR. And the leaders come to pit road with 11 laps to go. Right on the line. Like last race at Brands Hatch, except the caution came out and it was their only pit stop of the race. They reached the halfway point, so now it's going to be a decision time with these guys trying to stay out, trying to get the stage points, and the playoff point for the stage winner. It's going to be crucial. But the leaders come to pit road here under green. We'll see how this will play out. Handful of cars have chosen to stay out, including the second place car, Jonathan Fast, and he's back in the lead. We'll see if his strategy will pay off. But first, we got to see these guys on pit road. Wyatt Quayle, no surprise, he's first off pit road. And there's Van Tracy Battle behind him. Eli Bright gonna have to fix that damage he had on the side and on the front, so he'll have to pit for a little longer than everybody else. Ooh, little battle here between Cassandra Kirk or Chase Wisted. And it looks like Wisted's going to be out in front. Ooh, someone's in the grass. I could have sworn I saw somebody in the grass. And the other half of the car's pit right now. 96 pits. Where's that 17? That 17, the leader, is going to pit right now. And here he comes down pit road, coming to 9 laps to go. He might still win the stage on pit road. We'll see. His competitors behind him are pitting. So we don't know. It's going to be very close. And it looks like he'll still win the stage. He's still going to win the stage and the top 10 in point, the 10 bonus points in the playoff points. So 17 is still going to get that win. Here he comes onto pit road. The 17 is going to be out. The 17 right now ruled as the leader. Here comes that 31 though. He's coming. The 17 has that first pit stall though. He might have a little advantage over that 31. Let's see what happens. He's off pit road. Let's see. This is possibly for the win, and that 31 is away. Wyatt Quayle might have just taken the lead from Fast. Yep, he certainly has taken the lead from Fast. Wow, that 17 tried so hard. He hit the wall behind there, but he knows he won't be able to win that battle. Van Tracy Battle will move up to 3rd, I believe. And Nikki Maxwell 4th, Cassidy Reynolds 5th. So 9 laps to go. We don't know if these guys can make it on one stop. Might be a 1 or 2 stop. It will definitely, somebody's probably definitely going to try to make it on one stop if that's even possible. Zach Fitzwater, the last one off pit road. A caution could change the outcome of this race, maybe. We haven't had one in the entire race, but it could still change the outcome. So the 31 is out in front when after the pit stops cycle out. We'll see if he can hold on to his lead over Jonathan Fast near the end. Then Tracy 3rd, Maxwell and Cassidy Reynolds top 5 right now. And we'll have to wait and see if Wyatt Quayle can hold on for the win. 8 laps to go. And Wyatt Quayle's been dominating this entire race from nearly start to finish, but he has to hold on though for a few more laps to win. His lead is over 3.5 seconds, so he can be a little. So he's got a lot of space he can work with to hang on to that 17. Mark Wallace is 40th right now. He's like 1 minute and 32 seconds behind the leader, and it doesn't look like that they'll be meeting one another in the race. So lap traffic might not be a factor at all this race. But just so you know, the Wyquell pitted a lap earlier than Jonathan Fast, so that could be a difference, good or bad. All these cars separated one another. Some have damage though from the walls they've been hitting. And all Jonathan Fast is doing is hoping that that 31 is making a mistake, so he can definitely pounce on the opportunity. 3.5 seconds though, that's going to be a difficult task to do, to take the lead while after being behind 3.5 seconds. Jonathan Fast though, he might be able to do something with it. Ooh, he nearly got. I think he might have gotten contact with that wall. He's been really trying to get that lead, to get the lead away. Well, he has not really improved on that, unfortunately, but he's got 7 more laps to try to conquer and catch up with that 31 car. Well, he still sees the 31 in his view, but only very briefly though, so there might be some hope for that 17 to catch the 31. If again the 31 makes a mistake, and there is no room for error at this track, but if the 31 makes a mistake, that 17 could pounce. And he's still trying to catch the 31, and well, he sees him a little briefly. He might have gained or might have lost some seconds. We don't know yet until they pass through the start-finish line and they get the timing right and they get the times from the lap. But I definitely know that 31 is pulling away. Alright, let's see how far he's gotten. Looks like they're even. Oh no, 31 was able to get an advantage over Jonathan Fast. He's been quicker than the 17. Yeah, he's been quicker than that 17 car. How about that? So he's doing a great job so far at pulling away, pulling ahead. Maxwell and Reynolds, close. They're close. Both battling for 4th. This could get pretty good. Could be a good battle brewing. 6 more laps around here at Valkenburg. We'll see if these two will battle it out for a position. Looks like the 19 has the better at line. Trying to shake off the 6. Caution-free race, by the way. No cautions. Compared to Brands Hatch, we had like 3 cautions. But it was a relief for these guys to all be running, all competing. Oh wow, the double zero's out of the race. Oh wow, Lauren Martinez unfortunately wasn't able to complete the race as she went down with a header problem. So so not every driver is going to finish the race here today, unfortunately. But other than that, no cautions. Things have been going pretty smooth for almost everyone here in this race. 5 laps to go at Valkenburg. Wyatt Quell's lead is almost 3.5 seconds, so he has just got to hang on and not make a mistake for the next 5 laps, and he'll win this one. Wisted, Nantel, Stitzel make up the rest of the top 10 for those of you wondering. And Mark Walsh there in the 39th position as the double zero had a header problem, unfortunately, is out of the race. I don't think that Martinez was involved in a wreck, but I think that the header went out during the race while she was running, and yeah, she's out. Just look at the breathtaking views of this racetrack, man. It's amazing how much detail they put into it. It is just awesome. very much detailed and a very exciting race representing the Netherlands in a very, very positive light. Just so you know, next weekend we're going to be heading over to Michigan. After this weekend, there's only going to be 7 races left in the regular season. Hard to believe we only have 7 races left in the regular season. We've reached the halfway point. We've seen some surprise winners. We've seen some great finishes and everything in between. 4 laps to go, and we get to put this race in the books. There's another great view of the track. There you see all the cars running down. Oh, there you see Cassidy Reynolds and Edith Cardoza battling briefly. Oh, look at the 52. She's trying to make a move. She briefly made a move, but she was not able to pull off the pass. So again, 7 races left in the regular season. We'll be going to Michigan after this, back in the United States. And then we go to Chicagoland, and then Pocono, Indianapolis, Kentucky, and of course the Southern 500 at Darlington. And the final 2 races outside the United States of the season, they'll be the final 2 races of the regular season. Calder Park in Australia, the home track of Zachary Fitzwater. That'll be the penultimate race of the regular season, and the regular season will end at Twin Ring Motegi in Japan. And then the playoffs, and then before the playoffs begin, we'll have our All-Star race, and that's going to be moving to before the playoffs will take place. And we'll have all the race winners and the playoff drivers in season 38 in the dirt for bragging rights. That's sure going to be a very fun night with only the best of the best from this season battling for a lot of bragging rights. The lead is under 3 seconds, but might be too little too late. And just so you know, after Valkenburg, our next road course race is going to be at Sonoma. It's going to be during the playoffs. In the first round, they'll be at Sonoma Raceway. And I'm happy to say we're going to be at the long version of Sonoma Raceway for the entire race. And it's going to be the one with the carousel. I'm so happy that we're going to be finally going to the carousel again at Sonoma. Previously, we went to the chute and one stage and the other stage at the carousel. But the Sonoma race this season is going to be all carousel. The entire race will be run on the carousel circuit at Sonoma in round 1 of the playoffs. Round 2 will have the round 2 road course race. It'll be the Charlotte Roval, our second race at the Roval. First one was very fun to do. Came down to overtime. But we'll see what happens in the second race at the Roval. Can't wait for that one. And round 3 is going to be the home track of P2 London, Watkins Glen International. The Glen is going to be our last road course race all season. Oh, here we go. Pit stops with 3 laps to go, and this is going to be fun. This is going to get a lot of fun. I knew this was going to be a 2 pit stop race. I knew this was going to be a 2 pit stop race, maybe. Oh my gosh. Wow, that just surprised me. Anyway, our last road course race is round 3 of the playoffs with the Glen. So there's that too. So all the road course races will be in the playoffs from here on out. So Jonathan Fast is leading because the leaders pit with 3 laps to go. And now we'll see if Jonathan Fast will save fuel and win this race. His lead is 10 seconds over Chen Z. Well, you never know. One of these drivers could try to make it to the end on one stop. We've seen surprises happen. We've seen miracles happen. And we have yet to have a caution too. So that could also shape the field up. Jonathan Fast leads. Will he hold on to save fuel? Will he hold on for the win? Man, Wyatt Quell, a little disappointed he wasn't able to make it on one stop. But he was one of the early pitters of the race, so it was pretty tight. 17 pitted a lap later than him, so the question is it enough for him to save fuel to win this race? He is the pole setter, but only led a handful of laps because the 31 led almost all of them. And he's going to try to win it. He's going to stay out and try to win this race. Oh my goodness. Here we go to the white flag with 1 lap to go. This could be one of the most surprising winners this season. Oh boy, white flag is out. This is the final lap. We'll see if Jonathan Fast has enough fuel to win. Got to make it through the final corners and lap traffic in front of him. Pete, who just came off pit road. He's got a 10-second lead. There's a car spinning. Priya McShane just went around. They already took the white flag. They're going to race back to the line, so they're going to finish this race right here, right now. There's lap cars ahead of him. This could get pretty intense. Oh, if he doesn't get through this corner, oh man, the 3 could pounce. Well, the 3 car is a little over 10 seconds behind, but you never know. He's just got to save fuel and win this race. Got to go through lap traffic, try to hang on for the win. Man, what an intense finish this would be. What a shocker. Jonathan Fast on the pole, but lost the lead instantly to Wyatt Quayle. And now he retook the lead. It all came back around again. He's going to try to stay out. Here we go. Final corners. He might be good to go. And coming off the final turn, Jonathan Fast is going to do it. He's going to win at Valkenburg. And he's going to hold on for the win. What a victory. What a win for the 17 of Jonathan Fast. Had to save fuel, and he takes home the checkers. And a race that was dominated by Wyatt Quayle. Jonathan Fast surprised everybody by saving fuel when they really needed to and won the race. Oh my goodness. That's just, I'm shocked. Wyatt Quayle has to finish in 8th even though he led almost all the laps today because of this fuel strategy race. Oh man, Jonathan Fast. That pit stop was the right call. Turns out it was the right strategy that got him the win. And that wreck in the last lap, that made things even more interesting. So the race is over. Jonathan Fast has won it here, and he just ran out of gas. He probably would have gone a half lap more. He just ran out of gas. So thank goodness, though, the 17 was able to just get enough fuel to win here at Valkenburg. And he's in the playoffs, believe it or not. So he joins his teammate Cassidy Reynolds in the Roush crew in the playoff hunt for the championship. So Jonathan Fast, your race winner here from Valkenburg, and we'll see you guys next weekend at Michigan. So until then, we will see you later.